158 laps complete in Las Vegas. If you want your NASCAR coverage to last all week, make sure your cable system carries Speed Channel, home of NASCAR TV. Call your local cable or satellite provider or call toll-free 1-888-22-SPEED.
The need for speed.
Well, Larry, I got to ask you now. There's a Chevrolet leading. There's a Ford running second. There's a Dodge running fifth. There's a Ford running sixth. Then there's a whole bunch of Dodges. What happened to all those Chevrolets?
Well, I think a little bit of strategy, a little bit of staying out, and then, of course, some of our stronger Chevrolets have had a problem, fell back in the field a little bit. Tony Stewart and Jeff Gordon. But Jeff Gordon is definitely making his way back to the front. Problem is, he's a half a lap down.
And he's got a lot of traffic to deal with, Larry, since that last restart. Gordon restarted 22nd.
I can't tell you how many times last year with Jeff Gordon, he would be real good, they'd do something in the pits, and he'd be real bad. Then he'd get real good again. He's never seemed to be able to get his car consistently good. He was always up and down. You'd hear him after the race. Well, we were good at one point, then we got off. They don't seem to be able to adjust that car to keep it good.
Makes it suspenseful. Let's show you what's happened to him since that last restart. A long, slow climb up to 16th place, where he is right now, half a second back of Steve Park.
And the deeper the race goes, the harder it is to make that climb, because not only you're dealing with competitors on the lead lap, you're dealing with those cars that are a lap down.
And there's the gap to the leader, Dale Earnhardt Jr., and that is almost half a lap.
You know, he said something interesting to me earlier this year. I was talking to Jeff Gordon, I'm talking about. He said the way you race now is every lap's like qualifying. He said, you know, there's not any point in the race anymore where you just kind of ride or take it easy. It's like these young guys have brought everything up another notch, and you got to be up on the wheel from the time they drop the green till they drop the trigger.
Another fellow who's having quite a day, Darrell. I called him a throwback the other day in the best sense of the word, and that's Jimmy Spencer. Spencer's up to 9th place, and since the last restart, you saw Jeff Gordon had gained 6 spots. Well, Spencer in the number 7 has gone from 17th to 9th. That's a gain of 8.
And we talked earlier, he's just always ran well here, and I flew out here with Jimmy Spencer.
Doing a good job now. Good job.
There's those words of encouragement. Good job. Good job. We're getting late in the race. But Jimmy just feels good about this race team. He feels good about Tommy Baldwin now as crew chief. He feels good about the engine program with Mike Eggy engines. You can just see a little bounce in his step about this whole program.
And his car owner, Jim Smith, will spare nothing to try to make that into a winning team.
Yeah, and they've got the resources to do it. I mean, with Tommy Baldwin there, and Tommy brought a bunch of people from the 22 car, they've got the people, they've got the resources. That team could be really strong before the year's over.
And there you see, he's quicker than the leader right now, and he's out there in clean air, clean traffic, but he's quicker than the leader.
Now, I said he was a throwback in a conversation about Spencer being the last Winston Cup driver to still wear an open face helmet.
Yeah, that's probably the only guy I know of in Major League Racing that has not switched over to the full face helmet.
Jeff Hammond on our 3rd place car, Jimmy Johnson.
Guys, I've been watching Jimmy Johnson. He is extremely quick right now. He is actually faster than the leader the last few laps. I was in the garage area just prior to the drivers meeting, which is just a couple hours before race time, with crew chief Chad Knaus, and they were one of the last cars through inspection. Chad was really worried about
trouble in turn 4, Jeff. Jamie McMurray is around. Big cloud of smoke.
Caution is out.
Keep her down the bottom there, buddy.
No contact.
Keep it running. Come on.
But half the field about stacks up in the
They
cloud
can't
of
see
smoke.
him. You can't even see the, you know, we can't see him come through the smoke. McMurray's already gone. These other guys back here don't know what the heck's going on.
Did the leader get the caution?
I think he is just now coming to the caution for the first time.
And one car moving very slowly. That's Schrader. And here comes Junior.
Here comes Ryan Newman trying to get that 2nd lap back. Is he going to do it? Is he going to do it?
Oh,
no.
man, almost. I think he missed it by about a foot.
But turn 4, the smoke from Jamie McMurray's spin completely covered up turn 4.
Man.
Now here's Newman.
Boy, that was yikes. Not quite.
Not quite. Close,
Nice,
but not.
nice try. Let's see if we can look down here and see exactly what happened. There's Jamie. He's up behind Spence.
Jimmy just went by Jamie for position.
Oh, he just got down low. You get down there like that. We saw Todd Bodine do that yesterday in the Busch race. You're in the gas. You're car's a little snug, all of a sudden the back end snaps out.
Dick Berggren.
Last week's winner, Dale Jarrett. This week, crash into the wall. What happened out there?
Got hit. Not much else you can say. You know, I was trying to give people plenty of room. Car was pretty good, and just trying to get ourselves to the point of being able to see what we could do at the end.
It's a pretty heavy disappointment on this man's face, Mike.
Yes, it is.
Now, this pretty much throws the strategy out the window. There you see Steve Park in the one car getting in the left rear of Dale Jarrett, sending into the outside wall, what Dale Jarrett's talking about. But this pretty much throws the strategy out the window because all the cars on the lead lap are to pit road. This should be 4 tires, Jeannie.
And you're a genius again. I get to say that twice in one day. 4 tires. They're also dropping the track bar a half a turn on the 17 of Matt Kenseth. That is what he ordered, Steve.
4 tires for Todd Bodine. They're going to go down on the air pressure a little bit to make the adjustment. Brian Bass and Tony Tolley are the tire changers. Let's go to Matt.
No adjustments on Dale Earnhardt Jr. Chevrolet. He said basically he was just chilling out. He would have worked a lot harder if they'd gotten closer to him. He also liked the 2-tire scenario earlier in the race.
Jeff Gordon got off pit road pretty quickly.
But I'm going to tell you who else got off pit road quick. Matt Kenseth in that 17 car. So much been said. They lost a lot of crew members after last year, 2-time world champions, and they're still responding on pit road.
And here are the cars coming off pit road. Gordon, Kenseth, the first 2.
And Larry made another good point about the opening, the pit stall that he has. He's got a car in behind him. It's a lap down. He's got an opening in the front, so he's getting in and out in a hurry.
Yeah, he gets his work done and out of his pit box before a lot of the cars at the other end of pit road even get to their stall.
Little damage on Jamie McMurray's car. Jeff?
Big loser on that pit road exchange right there was 3rd place Todd Bodine. Right now he came in on 3rd, but I think when he gets off of pit road he's going to wind up back there probably about 10th or 11th.
And Tony Stewart with a long stop as you look at Bodine trying to tape up what's left of the left front fender on Stewart's car. NASCAR Winston Cup Racing on Fox is brought to you by McDonald's, by Autotrader.com. Sell your car fast on the ultimate automotive classified site. And by the Home Depot, NASCAR's home improvement warehouse. Jeff Gordon came out first, and he's going to lead this field down to the restart. Gordon, who led the first 50 or so laps of this race.
How he did that, they elected to do 2 right side tires only, but that puts him on left sides. It has about 30 laps on him, as we have about 98 laps to go.
Well, he needed track position. His car doesn't work back there in traffic.
Matt Kenseth 2nd, Earnhardt Jr. 3rd, Jimmy Johnson.
I think you'll see when he gets out front in clean air. And last year they fought this same thing with that car all the time.
But I tell you who this could favor, Ryan Newman in the 12 car, who has 4 fresh tires up there trying so hard to get the 2nd lap back of going 2 down earlier.
3 wide right behind them. Mike Skinner down on the bottom with Mayfield and Bill Elliott and Jimmy Johnson now.
Boy, Jimmy Johnson way up on the outside around the 19 car. Power move, big power move on the outside.
Had to go that high, Darrell. It was the only lane left.
It was.
And just out in front of those leaders right there is Jamie McMurray, who was back on pit road when they gave the 1 to go. He's still on the lead lap, but he's only about 2 to 3 seconds of going a lap down in the 42.
And I got to tell you, I believe that 48 car is the best car out there. And Tony Stewart is in the wall. Did he hit the wall? I couldn't tell.
For the lead, Matt Kenseth. Underneath, Jeff Gordon.
Tony Stewart was way up out of the groove, all the way against the wall. I don't know if he hit it or not. Got mighty close.
And I tell you, Darrell, this late in the race, this track pretty slick, pretty greasy. I'm not sure about left side tires with 30 laps on them as he loses another position to Dale Earnhardt Jr. in 8.
I think he's got a car smoking down here in turn 1.
Derek Cope, Friendly's Restaurant Chevy.
Now, I would think that would possibly bring out a caution with all that smoke.
And boy, that'd be a big break for Ryan Newman. He needs that caution big time. As Jamie McMurray, he goes a lap down. He's in trouble in the 42.
Probably nobody'd like to see that a caution more than Jeff Gordon, but we are staying green. And Cope stays out on the racetrack.
Yeah, Jeff Gordon has lost 3 positions in 2 laps, and he continues to backslide as Sterling Marlin in the 40 moves up to his left rear.
I just haven't seen anybody do 2 tires today and make it work.
Car way down on the inside, Jamie McMurray slowing off the pace. He will come to pit road. Let's go to the pit of the third place car, Jimmy Johnson.
And Chad Canast DW's voted your car looks to be the best car at the moment. You've been working on it all day. Is it where it needs to be?
Yeah, I think handling-wise, the car's pretty decent. I think with 2 tires, the car was about perfect. We just put 4 tires on it. It might be a little bit free here at the beginning. We'll have to get some laps on it and see what we've got. You know, I'd like to be leading, but right now where we're at, we're pretty happy with it. You know, I'd like to take a second and say hello to Rick and John. They're back in Charlotte. Wish they could be here to see this. Hopefully we'll get one of these Hendrick Motorsports cars in victory lane today. You know, it's going to be a good day, I think.
To Steve. Well, Jamie McMurray has more problems, Matt. This is his right rear tire. This is an inner liner, a tire within a tire. This is the outer part of the tire. It came off and wrapped itself around the rear end housing of the 42.
Guys, turn 2,
and
big.
we have trouble on the racetrack.
Rusty Wallace, Jeff Gordon in the 24 car.
Bunch of cars, more cars.
Mike Skinner.
They can't. Nobody can see. There's so much smoke. They can't see where to go.
Now Ryan Newman in the 12, he will get this lap back, so he'll be back on the lead lap with a lot of the lead lap cars over there cracked.
Oh, they're all wadded up over there. There's cars everywhere.
Mostly Mike Skinner, Rusty Wallace, and Jeff Gordon. Larry Foyt is also involved.
That was Jeff Gordon.
Is that Kurt Busch down against the apron in turn 2? It is.
That was Jeff Gordon's radio. He was telling his crew, look, it just wasn't our day. It just wasn't meant to be.
I had him in the pool.
I had the 97.
Matt?
And Mike, right before Jeff Gordon said it just wasn't our day, he said, I'm going to take it back to the garage, boys. It looks pretty bad.
Yeah, I think all of them are headed for the garage. The 4 cars involved. Jeff Gordon, Kurt Busch, Mike Skinner, and Larry Foyt. Skinner's car might make it back to the garage.
Kurt Busch going to make it around, but he's got a lot of damage, and Skinner's car is just wadded up.
Busch is going to stay out. They're going to try to fix it for the Las Vegas driver. And
I think Rusty he got the blunt of that. He went hard in that outside retaining wall. He's out of the car. You can see him standing there. He's okay. There goes Kurt to the garage.
So 5 cars involved. Let's have a look here in turn 2.
I think that yellow car on the inside gets in. Yeah, gets up into Rusty.
That's Mike Skinner in the 4.
And here comes the Gordon. He's in the smoke. He has no idea where anybody is. And he gets into the Skinner's car.
You know, Darrell, that's right there in turn 2. We've seen that a lot. That's what happened with Dale Jarrett and Steve Park. It's like the car in the bottom just can't stick there and gets into the car up above him.
Larry, when you enter turn 1 here, you can just really stay in the throttle and carry a lot of speed down into that corner. But right in the center, when the car needs to rotate, if it doesn't cut for you, it slides up a little bit. Here comes Gordo. He can't see. There's so much smoke right there. You can't even see his car. He has no idea where anybody is.
We couldn't see it, so you know he couldn't see out of that smoke.
And you know his spotter Ron Thiel couldn't see it either. Let's ride with Robbie Gordon.
When you make it, you say, I'm getting out of here.
As quick as I can.
I can. Third gear, I'm out of here.
With Phil Elliott.
Now watch, he goes into this cloud right here, just wondering where everybody went. The spotter's probably telling him right now.
He almost completely stopped. In fact, he did stop for a second.
Well, I bet that's my spotters always say, I can't see, stop now.
And the only thing that could happen there is somebody hit you in the back possibly. But you got to take your chances.
More probably than possibly. But Elliott snuck through there. We'll get a damage report when we come back.